Hello, welcome back everybody. Let's have a look at Matic then, shall we? So Matic doing not so bad with the USDT value, but struggling clearly with the Bitcoin pairing. Its Satoshis are taking a real knock, actually breaking right below the resistance, the support levels of 170, which is where it's been for quite a significant period of time. But with Bitcoin just completely annihilating all alts Satoshis with that huge $3,000 move, which is fine really, because it's all about the money, and when it comes down to the tether value, it's not looking too bad, it's not looking too shabby. We'll look at this one now, mainly on the tether pairing, as Satoshis are going to be all over the place when Bitcoin's all over the place. So we've got to stare at the tether really with Bitcoin being so volatile. So the basic gist of what's going on is we still are in bullish territory, with a slightly bullish posturing, ever so slightly. We've been held up on the green 50 exponential moving averages. We've been sort of held up on there the last 3 days. We came way down beneath there on that day a couple of days ago, where everything went completely crazy with Bitcoin. So not looking too bad, and not looking too bad at all. But at the same time, it's not looking as good as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has basically just gone completely bananas. Now Bitcoin, we'll just have a quick look at this. I have made a video on Bitcoin earlier on today, but Bitcoin needs to close a candle body above this descending trend to really start to prove to us that it's gone back into bull mode. We've had two huge wicks above it, one just retreated just in the last half an hour actually, being rejected from the top of the Ichimoku cloud. Now we're gonna sort of struggle in this area really, but once this area, especially at top of this blue box, is candle closed body above 10,000, and then we're going to start to really see some bullish moves. And I would probably expect to see Satoshis being hit quite hard amongst that. Now we can close a candle body above this descending trend, and we can still meander our way around that $9,000 to $10,000 area. Between November and December, we're going to start to see a bit of a turnaround when it comes to alts, because the crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, will be looking to form some kind of baseline at that point, a significant baseline where things might start to turn around. Whether that's a golden cross or not, I couldn't tell you until we get a little bit closer to it, but around a month to 6 weeks from now, alts should start to see some significant gains, and by the end of next year, regardless of which way Bitcoin decides it wants to go, the alt market should have started to recover at that point, closing the gap between Bitcoin and the altcoins in general. Now at the moment, with Bitcoin being so incredibly volatile, it's a no trade zone. I'm just definitely neutral on this one. We made some profit on the way up. It's clearly not a shortable asset right now, nor I would say is it going long on this. When we see volatility as crazy as this, you're essentially gambling, and unfortunately that would mean we're gambling with Bitcoin and altcoins alike. So for me to say which way it's going to go at this stage during this period, while everything's going as crazy it is right now, it would be very difficult for me to say. However, long-term analysis would say to me that Bitcoin looks like it wants to reverse now and go back into bullish mode, and in the short term we'll see a retracement in Satoshi values across the board with all alts, but we should start to see alts starting to recover with their tether value ever so slightly, until we see the crypto market cap build up to a point where it can form some kind of golden cross or bullish posturing across the board, which I believe would take us into around about end of November-ish, December-ish. We will have started to see that take place, and by next year we'll actually start to see Bitcoin retracing in its Bitcoin dominance, and altcoins kind of pop in a little bit at that point. At the moment, with volatility the way it is with Bitcoin, like I say, everything is just to sit back and watch the situation. I'm not really one to trade anything exactly. With Bitcoin specifically, I couldn't even tell you where the support, the current support would be. I'm using just temporarily this Ichimoku cloud, which is where we found support here and resistance here, but that in itself isn't a tradable zone. It's a very dangerous, deadly zone, and one that I wouldn't want to trade in anyway. But we can see that we do have wicks top to bottom which fit exactly within that period there. So whether that is something that stays for the next few days, I couldn't tell you, but until it decides to candle close a body beneath that or above that, I wouldn't want to go in any direction. Anyway, Matic, like I say, is going to suffer in the short term. It might start to gain a little bit of its value when it comes to its tether value, but Satoshis are almost certainly going to be hit quite hard. Might have found its relative bottom around this level here again, bottom of the Satoshi, the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, 132, really badly hit there. But yeah, it's unfortunately one of those times in the crypto market where you have to do nothing but sit back and wait, unless you've got balls of steel and you can decide to trade this. But again, it can go either way. At the moment, it doesn't know what it wants to do. As we can see, it does not know what it wants to do. The battle is to break above and candle body close above this descending trend, and then the battle will be to close above these areas, preferably a candle body close above 10,000, and then we can see what happens from there. At the moment, the war is on, and I'm certainly neutral on that war. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.